Hello and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing some savings challenges for my mini Mondays, and I'm going to be setting up my spring mini savings challenges and doing a randomizer challenge. If you enjoy this content, stay tuned. All right, welcome back. So I'm going to get this set up. I will put the footage. I did just go ahead and get it kind of set up. I was recording. I let the camera roll while I was doing it, and I will have that set up. I'll put it on the end of the video. But this is a savings challenge video, and these are over in my Ko-Fi shop and on Etsy. And I'm just going to be doing a randomizer savings challenge today. And my mini Monday funds, they go towards my month ahead. Last month, everything that I saved was going to go towards my sinking funds, and I'm going to do a video on that. It'll be coming up shortly, but yeah, I switched out from my green matcha to this savings this week. And let me get my cash, get the cash we're going to be using, and these funds are going to be going towards April savings. I do have some that are almost completed though, that didn't quite get completed, but that's okay. They just roll over into the next month. That way I can keep the savings going. All right, and how has your day been? And I do want to give a thank you to people who have been supporting me over on Etsy, over on Ko-Fi, and I did like introduce like a membership like for people, like it will have like some of the digital things in the members area. And I will be introducing more things to that area. Anyway, I just wanted to say a big thank you for that. This all keeps me going. I know I talked about it in another video, but this is what helps to keep me going. This is why I do this, is because I think of the things that I would need or what I needed on my savings journey, and those are the things that I'm thinking like, okay, somebody else could use this, or somebody else could use this advice, right? So we have $30. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 16, 17, 18, 19, 30. All right, and I like to mix these up because this die sometimes it just wants to just sit on one number. So that's why when I do it, I just coordinate, I coordinate the things also with what's in here. That way, when I go back into the challenges, I'll still have the correct challenge. But anyway, all right, so let's go. We're going to see, today we're going to put 2 bills per row, whatever it lands on. And that is number 1. But here's the thing. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right. If I don't want it to just be everything, like if the dice just keeps hitting 1, and that's why I have to switch it out sometimes. Okay. And that's the number 6 spot. The number 4 spot. Okay. The number 6 spot again. The number 4 spot. Number 5 spot. Okay, number 6 spot. Number 1. I do want everything to get something now. Okay, that's the number 3 spot, and I did it again. I put 3 in 3, didn't I? Okay, I was about to say, come on, number 2 spot. Okay. All right, we got something there. Equal representation. Not quite equal, but all right. 3rd spot. And we got the number 1 spot again. We got the 3rd spot with 2 bills. And we've got this number 1 spot. See? That number 1 spot, let me see who was the greedy one during today. Let me see which one got most of the bills. All right, let me get my tray. Okay, put my tray here. All right. And now I can put these up in order. This just helps keep me organized. Okay, do it like that. Now put it like this. That was 1. What's this? 5. Okay, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. This is 2. All right, because that's how it's gonna go back into the binder. And then let's see who's the winner. I wasn't really. I know this one didn't win. This number, it was in the number 2 spot, but this number 6 one barely got anything. Looks like this was probably the winner right here. This challenge is in number 4. Okay, so that might be good. We might be able to finish off some challenges as we start. You never know. Okay, I'm gonna move that over. All right, and let me just get a pen because I do not laminate these. So I can just use a regular pen today. Okay, I'm just going to use a regular pen. All right, and in this number 1 spot today, it received 1, 2, 3, 4 bills today. And this is a brand new challenge that I'm starting today with the number 1 spot because it did get finished when I was doing this last time. So each of these are going to be worth $1. Okay, so let's mark it. We got 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, and this is my challenge. This goes along with this whole theme. If y'all couldn't, quite sure y'all can tell that, like the gingham and everything, you know, it just feels springy, right? Okay, and then the number 2 spot, I got 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, and this one, I did just start another challenge. What is it? 2. Okay, so that they got 4. So let's mark off these 2s. 2, 4. So this one will save us 30 when we're done. And it's the only one that I put numbers on. All right, number 3 spot today, it received 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, $6. And let's see who is in the number 3 spot. Because they received $6, I see it, right? Okay, and this one, it was starting off, it's Melissa Manages. And it's $1 a piece. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. Doing good so far. So that one I had already had some funds in there for it. All right. All right. Number 4 spot received 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think that was the winner, wasn't it? That's the winner for today, number 4. Okay, what challenges? Oh, there's no challenge in here. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me grab a challenge. Just grab. Okay, what do I have back here? I got a bank of challenges. Need something that's relatively easy to finish though. Let me see. Now I'm gonna just grab this one. But it got $4 today. So each one's worth 1, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Was it 4? Oh, it was 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and this is the number 4 spot. Just in case they get mixed up. You never know what's gonna happen when you're doing these challenges, pulling the money out. Okay, how did I managed to get it the exact same one? Okay. All right. It has $1 in here. That might be the dollar. Was that the $1 I put in there? I have to see what happened there. All right, so we're done with that one. Okay, the number 5 spot today received 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, $6. Okay, and it is a challenge by Teacher Mom Budgets. Let's get these marked off. 2, 6. All right. This one will probably be done next week when we start putting the money in. Okay. All right, and in this number 6 spot was clearly not the winner, and it received $2 today. And let's see, I think this one was almost done. This is a challenge by Budget by Tina. So it needed $2 to be completed. Looks like it needed $2 to be completed. Wow, and it's completed. Okay. All right, let's see. Let's grab the rest of the funds out of here. All right, so that means, so it should have $18 in here. We got 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, $18. And that is excellent. We've already finished the challenge. It was kind of rollover from last month though, but a completed challenge is a completed challenge. All right, so it gets to go back here with the completed challenges, okay? And I need to change this out because that's gonna get thick, and I just put this here. That's a part of it. It's like, you get a completed challenge dashboard so you can know what you're doing for the month, keep track of where you're going for the month. All right, I'm gonna set these to the side for now. And I need to get a new challenge. So let me see. Okay, and then I'll use this challenge here by Lady Lux Saves, and that is going into this number 6 spot. All right, so that's what we were doing for today. All right, and if you'd like, stick around. I'm going to be doing the binder setup where I'll be switching out the binder from last month's. And let me know in the comments, like if you made it this far, go ahead and leave me a flower emoji. And let me know what your goals are for the month with your mini savings challenges. Okay, so this is some extras that I just added to that listing that I was telling you about. Because I know some people do go and they do more than 6 challenges at one time, and this is all a part of the bundle as well. Like some of these are freebies, but the rest of them, like I did a bunch of challenges, and then I also have this April Funds challenge. Okay, over on my Ko-Fi, on my coffee shop. Okay, so I had initially only uploaded 1 through 6 as far as dashboards, and that's what I was referring to. But here you're just going to see me go through, and when I do my binder setup, I am going with 6 because it's easy. There's most die are 6-sided. I have a lot of those. I do have other die, but I'm going to just today. And for this month, for these challenges, I'll just be doing 1 through 6. Let me know how many you do per month or how many you set up in your budget binder. If you set up more than 6, I want to create challenges, and I want it to be able to, so that people can have like what they're needing in their challenges. That's the reason I'm asking, because that's like what I like. I like crafting. That's something that I've noticed about myself. And so, yeah, I'm just going to get these continued. Another thing that I also want to know, like, what is like your why? Why are you saving? Are you saving for your children? What are you mostly focused on right now? I know for me right now, I'm mostly focused on staying a month ahead, getting a month ahead, and like it's slowly starting to creep away because our income did change. I did some videos about it. Our income did change. I know I am a nurse, but I'm actually a full-time caregiver now for my husband, and then I had some challenges where I'm trying to get back into where I quit my job. So I'm not technically even working as a nurse. I'm just working as a caregiver. And here I'm trying to see, while I'm setting this up, which one is going to go best because it's spring, right? I like the pastel colors. And so I don't know which one would you have picked out. I was going for either that light blue, the yellow, or the turquoise, or I also have that pink binder just sitting next to me. And so I feel like this is how I would want it to have it represented. But what I did do, I'm going to go ahead and get the, from last month, the matcha. I had the matcha last month. And these are like the IOU cards. But I do IO me because I don't like to feel like I'm owing people. So I did IOU cards, and this is part of the bundle that you'll be getting. And like I said, I just went ahead and I added like an addendum. I added an extra thing where you're getting, 7 through 12. And then there's like the savings challenge bank, and that's what you're seeing here. Spring mini savings funds. So like it's like some people who want to do theirs is like the quarter challenges, and I do think that that's something that I may end up doing, is doing like some of the quarter, because I do have a lot of challenges and by other creators. But if you're doing that, you want to use prop coins and be able to switch it out. You want to feed the bank, put your $10 in there and then just use the coins or whatever for later. So some people do it that way. And then I was thinking like you'll probably need something where you need to put your additional challenges in. So these are always things that, I'm just kind of trying to navigate, like the needs. Like I think about what I need and I say other people probably need these things as well. So anyway, I was talking about what's your why, for me, you know, um, when we were doing our budgets lately, you know, we not being ahead on the bills, like, and the bills are still coming in, but yet the income has changed. And I just wanted people to be able to, that's the thing, that's a goal for me and for other people to be able to have their bills where they kind of know what's coming up already, doing your expense tracking, setting up your month ahead fund or savings. And, that way you kind of have an idea of where you're going and you have the money that's already kind of there. I know we trust God ultimately with everything. I trust God with everything. But, He does tell us that we should have some plans. So that's one of the things that I'm doing is I'm reading the Bible. That's one thing. That's one of the goals that I have. Let me know what some of the goals are that you have as far as your reading or your challenges. Are you just trying to do where you're getting a month ahead, or are you still working on building your emergency fund? Those are all things that I do have a lot of things over, especially in the members area where you can access, like your month ahead and how you need to set that up, how you need to set up your sinking funds. Anyway, just let me know in the comments. Let me know if you've made it this far, especially just let me know in the comments, like what are some of the things that you're working to try to achieve, and just what's your why? Why are you wanting to be on like a savings journey right now? And you see, I've decided on the yellow, and that's I feel like that's ultimately springy, and yellow is one of my colors too. But yeah, so I was just trying to lighten it up for the season that we're going into with spring, and I'm gonna, like I say, if I start doing like quarter challenges, I don't know how many people are interested in those. Like it would probably be on another day, so I don't know, or I could just do 2 sets and on a Monday minis. I really want to keep those short. But if you made it this far, go ahead and leave a butterfly emoji. And I will see you in the next video. Can't wait to read your comments. Bye.